Welcome to the Professionalist Real Estate Investing Podcast with your host, Tony Jacobs. This podcast is not just about making money. It's about creating a legacy that stands the test of time. From analyzing market trends to mastering negotiation skills, we will leave no stone unturned as we guide you through different stages of real estate investing. We will bring on industry leaders and share stories from the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. So now, it's time to level up your real estate game. And there's no better way to do it than right here with us at the Professionalist Real Estate Investing Podcast.
Good morning, Tony.
Good morning, Rob.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
All right. So today we're going to interview Tony. We're going to be doing these interviews every so often when we can get people in here. And so to start off, we figured I would interview my mentor and we will move on from there.
No problem.
So today, we're going to introduce Tony to everybody. Go ahead and tell everybody your name.
Tony Jacobs.
Where'd you grow up, Tony?
I grew up in a small town called Olathe, Kansas. It's about 30 miles away from Kansas City, Missouri. Okay.
Is there anything about your professional or personal background you want to share with everybody?
Besides being in real estate, I'm a licensed pharmacy tech. I don't use my license, but hey, I pay my dues. So if they ever need me, I'm on standby.
Nice. So what licenses do you hold?
I have my real estate license. I have my notary license. I have my loan signing license. The loan signing license basically is when a person buys a home and the title company, they need to have a person to notarize the loan. Or I should say it's not the loan, excuse me. Them purchasing the house, that I go through make sure they sign through all the documents and everything and to get the okay. And the person would be able to purchase the home.
Excellent. So what are your current goals for the real estate?
This year, I have a few goals. The first goal I have is I'm going to be going down to Southern California a lot, into that market because I'm into the luxury. I've gotten over to the luxury side. I'm going to Monterey and Orange County. I've already got in touch with both of those associations. And I love Monterey to death because that's my vacation spot.
That's right.
And also I want to purchase, to get into basically in a syndication that we talked about further in one of the last podcast we have. I want to get into a syndication deal. And it's a couple other things in commercial real estate I would love to get into. A lot of people don't get into the parking spots, parking garages, storage facilities. Storage facilities is a huge thing right now, especially during, since the pandemic happened, it's really blown up. But those are a couple of the goals right now. Just striving hard every day.
Excellent. So what are some of the things that you've currently achieved in your real estate journey?
I've helped people buy homes, sell homes, investors purchase.
We kind of covered just now what you're currently doing with the podcast and trying to join those real estate or realtor associations. What are you planning for the near future? Do you have any plans for the near future that you want to share with everybody? You're trying to keep that secret.
Just a little taste of it. Just want to be in some syndication deals, work with some investors, more investors. I've got a hold of a few investors. We're still talking about some, maybe some purchases. I wouldn't say it's complicated, but, just keeping under wraps right now, just being humble about it.
That's right. Good. So what are some of the things that motivated you, or some of the reasons that you decided to get into real estate in the beginning?
That's a good one. Well, what happened is I had a friend who he's heavy into real estate. He deals with a lot of wholesaling and everything. And we've been friends for years. And he told me one time, he said, "Hey, why don't you come with me to the courthouse?" And this is before the pandemic. And we would go to the courthouse. I'm like, "What's going on here?" And he said, "This is where people buy foreclosed homes." And I said, "Wow, that's interesting." So he would, a gentleman would come up there. They would bid on homes. There wasn't a lot of activity that was up there, but we came up there every Thursday, and I seen how like the process was, and we kept on, and that got my wheels turning more and more about real estate. I'd been around real estate, but I never really dived into it. But he opened my eyes up a whole lot, and we had a lot of talks. We still have a lot of talks to this very day. And then what was interesting is one of the times we went up there on a Thursday at the for the homes that were getting foreclosed, I actually met my mentor who helped me out in real estate and everything. So I told him that that I was studying for my test. I was doing the course first, studying for my test and everything. And so we talked with each other and everything. And I was like, well, as soon as I pass and everything, I'll get a hold of you. Well, we actually talked more than that because we actually grew a bond and a friendship even before me passing the test. And ever since then, we've been close friends to this very day. If I have a question or anything, it's not a problem for him to give me an answer. And if he doesn't have the answer, he'll get the answer for me.
That's excellent. That's a really, really valuable resource to have. So how long ago was that?
That was over 2 years ago. That was just before, I want to say 6 months, about 6 months before the pandemic, before everything was shut down.
So how long from that day till the day that you helped somebody sell a house for the first time, do you think? And you collected your first commission as a real estate agent?
So by the time I passed my test, got with my association, the county that I'm in. I sold the house. It was the next month.
So it was like 30 days or less?
Yeah, 30 days or less. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. That's really fast.
Yeah, and I learned so much from that last deal, and shoot, I have it framed up, my first dollar bill and my first commission check. Like
that's right.
That drives me right down.
That's
like
right.
I've come a long ways.
So that should give people a little bit of hope that if you just stick your nose to the grindstone, you really get in it and you really put in the work, you can be making money in real estate pretty quickly. The overall journey might take everybody a different amount of time, but we have results right here in front of us or in your ears that can tell you that if you just put in the work, it won't be long before you'll be making money doing this instead of working at your regular 9 to 5.
Exactly. And it's about taking time too. Like you don't rush, because when you rush, everything won't come out right. So I took my time. Like I could have been down and out because like I said, the pandemic, like the first episode I told you with the pandemic, I had to wait. I was getting emails, I believe 3 or 4 times. They were emailing me back. Sorry, we're going to have to cancel. Sorry, we're going to have to cancel. But when they canceled, that means I had to keep on studying. I wouldn't let that bother me to get me down. But as soon as they told me the first availability, I was down there.
That's right. That's that kind of stuff going on. I spent most of the pandemic just learning and researching and listening to people talk. And I watched a lot of the videos for some of the seminars that you attended. It's just been crazy. So because of that, all those changes that both of us made, I think that's why we adopted E40's term. We've been calling this the plandemic the whole time,
Amen.
So with that, we're going to let you guys go. Have a great day. Thanks for listening.
Thank you. We'll be back.